everybody. It's been a while since I have seen you last. The last few weeks I've been going through some exercises with you, some workouts with you. Well, this is going to be different from now on. No more workouts. We're coming up with a new little episode here on the Eurosport Instagram live account with me, which is called Hanging Out with Babsi. So what I'm going to do in the next few weeks is I'm going to catch up with one of the players, one of the stars actually out there on the tour, and I'm going to have a chat with them. And today I will have somebody very special, my first guest actually in Hanging Out with Babsi, which is Stέφανος Τσιτσιπάς, who is going to join us today. So I'm just waiting for him to send me a request, or I will send him a request when I see him, and then I can bring him in there. We know Stέφανος Τσιτσιπάς had an amazing couple of years, especially last year. He reached the semi-finals of the Australian Open, and also at the end of the year at the ATP finals, he has won the whole thing. So still a rising star, which I'm really looking forward for him to join me, hopefully very soon. So I'm just going to have a quick look here. Obviously, you can ask throughout this time where I have a chat with Stéphanos. You can ask some questions, and there he is. I'm going to bring him. Hopefully this is going to work. Technology and women, not such an easy thing. So he should be there soon. He's connecting. There he is.
Hey, Barbara.
Hi, Stéphanos. I was getting slightly nervous. You know, women and technology is not going so well, and I know you're a guru in that kind of stuff.
Well, technology. I might know a bit of technology, but I don't know. Trust me, I'm not an expert. We've seen some interaction. We've seen some encounters in the last couple of weeks of some of the professional tennis players. It was quite funny to see some of them struggling to use the Instagram Live feature.
I've seen it.
I don't know if you saw that.
And I have some water here, by the way. Have you obviously not drinking wine or anything like that?
No. I'm very strict with what I drink, with what I eat. So.
Did you just come off the court?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Have you had a shower yet?
No, I didn't. But I am planning on having a shower after that.
We are far away from each other. I'm in Australia, and through obviously this I can't smell you. So that's all good there. Thanks so much, Stéphanos, for joining us. Where are you at the moment? You're in the south of France, right?
That's right. I'm in the south of France, the Marathon Tennis Academy to be exact.
Yep. And how's that lockdown been for you? We have to talk a little bit about that because I haven't seen you since the Australian Open. How has that whole thing been for you? How have you been able to practice and train and move around? And have you been back to Greece at all? Just let me know.
Sure. I mean, I was lucky enough to have this place open to me, to my disposal, to be able to practice even during lockdown. I was in a very safe environment. No people were coming in, no people were coming out of the academy. So actually, yeah, during lockdown, I was practicing, I was staying in shape, doing my daily routines. I also had my team, which is important to me, so I could not get out of schedule, and trying to stay creative, trying to do other activities besides tennis or besides fitness, and with the space that we have within here.
Yeah.
So I can say I was pretty privileged to have access to sort of all of this, because it's a huge playground, it's a huge place, call it however you like it.
But how difficult is it? I mean, you have all these possibilities to train, and how difficult is it to keep the intensity up, not knowing when is the tour going to resume? I mean, if this goes on for another 4 months, which is hopefully not going to happen, you can't just keep on practicing full speed every single day. So how do you find the right balance there?
Well, it's tough to answer to that. I don't really think about the future, honestly. I practice every day. Of course, I don't really put 100%, but at the same time, I'm planning on gradually getting better. It's important to get better and understand what things have been working for you in the last couple of months, and what other things can you improve and get better at. So it's a process. It's kind of tricky. You are right. You have so much time in front of you, and you're not really aware of when this is going to get back to normal. But right now I'm taking it easy. I'm not pushing myself to the limits, and I'm not also resting and doing nothing. So there's a good contrast in between those two.
What's taking it easy for Stéphanos Tsιτσιπάς? Smashing the ball 4 hours a day, or I don't know, what's the hour?
No, it's a 1.5 hour practice, 1 hour fitness, and that's it. And then I have my treatments, my physio. Then I can go for a walk, do other things that I like. And it's not very demanding. It's not very rough, so it's sort of in between for me.
What have you discovered in this time about yourself you probably haven't known before, or a new view on things, maybe new perspective on things, maybe as well?
Yeah, life's pretty different being in a lockdown.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, we're in a pause, and it feels very weird to not engage with people, not like be out. I mean, I am outdoors, but be in places where there are many people where you can hang out with, and sort of that connection that you have, the daily connection that you have with other humans and interaction. And that's sort of something that I miss, to not have to think of going somewhere or getting any permission or anything like that. And also the competition, that's for sure. Yeah. Like traveling, competing, it kind of gives you another dimension of life, this current situation, and something for sure that I haven't been used to in a very long time. Probably before I started traveling, when I was a kid, my life was more easygoing, more balanced. I wouldn't travel so much. So at the same time, it's important that this happened. Trust me, I thought about it for a bit, and I think it's a good thing that this happened. And I actually believe that they should put people in lockdown once a year, and it's because it's also good for the nature. It's also good for our planet, and I'm really supporting this sort of causes.
Yeah.
Sorry, and I totally believe it's going to be environmentally very beneficial. So I'm with it, not for such a long period of time, but at least a week, a year. I think it would help a lot for the world to be in a better place.
Recover, and probably a lot of people start thinking in a different way as well, and get back to the basics of life too, and enjoy the family, enjoy the basic stuff, I guess.
You're right, because life is such a hustle. Every day you do the same routines, and you never have time to really spend time with your family, connect with your family, get to know them better. And now it's the perfect opportunity to do so.
I don't want to talk too much about just tennis today, but I have a couple of more questions, and then we're going to move on, because we know we always talk about tennis all the time, don't we? At tournaments.
We are.
And there's always the same questions. Believe me, I have been there. I have done that as well. So that's why I want to do this a little bit different, and that's why this segment is called Hanging Out with Babs. It should be nice and relaxing. But I want to know, you've had an amazing career so far, and it's just, I mean, you're not even in the middle of it. You're at the beginning still, and still a lot to come. But I want to just ask you about certain matches, certain stages in your tennis career. If you would turn back time, or if you have the time to do or play certain matches again, which ones would you pick to replay again? Or which
Oh, that's a difficult answer. That's a good answer, but a difficult one at the same time. You know, I wouldn't mind repeating that match I played against Nadal at the Australian Open, where I got chopped up. I would like to repeat that simply because I'm a different player than I used to be then.
Yeah.
And I think I would carry much more experience with me on the court, and a better understanding of my game plan. It's not guaranteed that I would win, but at least I could put up another fight, yes. Perhaps I could also say, what matches have I played that I felt close? I would also another match that I would pick that was also very close, and I felt like if I would have clinched the second set, things could have been very different in the third. Simply of that, like, instinct that I had during that match. It was an instinct. I felt so good with my game towards the end of the match. Again, against Nadal in Toronto, I think that was a great week for me, and I was playing well. First set was not very. I didn't start the match very well. I came in a little bit sore and not there. And yeah, I think he won the set 6-2, and then I kind of started understanding the game better. I found my pace. My shots were deeper, more strong. So that was a tiebreaker in the second. And I think if I would have realized that early in the second set, it would have been a bit different. And that's probably one of the few matches that I could say that, yeah, it could have been different. Again, against Wawrinka as well. A few things.
Thinking about the last against Wawrinka at the French Open, it was a heartbreaking match, I have to say, and I think you felt heartbroken after that.
I did feel heartbroken.
Where did it
was a difficult win to get over. I felt I was really close. To be honest, I felt like I deserved the win, and it was a one forehand inside out. I was one forehand inside out away of getting that break at, I don't know, 7-0, 8-0. I can't remember really, but I remember it landed like this far out, and it was very disappointing. Yeah, I felt like I was, if I would just controlled it more, if I wouldn't go for too much, but these are thoughts that come afterwards, and you can't really do much. You just decide to do such thing at a certain moment. You can go back and change things, unfortunately. It's the past, it belongs to the past, and all you can do is learn and be wiser next time.
And Stan is following this chat. He just apologized that he's beaten you there. So, I mean, it's a little...
He played really well as well. You can take it from him.
No, absolutely.
He was more patient. He did things better. I think also his experience counts a lot.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? I mean, you're obviously going to get more and more experienced. And I think especially when you play matches, I'm not coaching you here, but especially when you play matches like that, and you've done that for 10 years on the top level, that comes into play big time. So you still have way to go there. Also,
you're hired. Great. You can be my coach now.
If you ever need any advice,
yes.
Let me know.
You said you're not a coach, but that could happen actually.
You think a female coach on the men still would be a good thing? I don't know.
Why not? Why not?
Hard to survive for a woman, I reckon. Hey, I also want to ask you, against who would you like to play, or would you have liked to play, who might not be on the tour anymore, or has retired already? Or who would you still like to play?
Yeah. When I was young, and I remember my dad gave me as an example when I was young, playing tennis. Pete Sampras was one of our idols growing up, and my dad used to watch a lot of his matches, and he was a big fan of him. And I got to meet him a few years ago at Indian Wells, and it was an astonishing experience to get to talk to him and get to know him better. He was a player that, I mean, his game style is something unique. He can play amazing serve and volley game, and he has a Greek heritage that also adds up. And he was a great athlete. He was a great athlete, and he was the guy, I believe, to revolutionize. The one-handed backhand.
Yeah, he certainly did. And that forehand when he ran out.
The classic. Yeah, Pistol Pete. I admired him a lot. I took a lot of elements from his game and tried to imply them to my game.
It's a shame that we don't really see much of him anymore. He doesn't come to tournaments or anything like that. You should give him a call.
It was his choice, yeah. I'll give him a call next time I play Indian Wells.
You should, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. So let's move away from the tennis.
Yeah.
Now your family. I'm very interested in your family because I think your family is there with you, right? Your sister's probably sitting right next to you.
I have my mom sitting next to me, not far from here, and I have my dog Ayla. She's a new member of our family. Oh, here she goes. She heard the name and she started. Hey, Ayla, come here. Come here. Oh yeah. Can somebody give me Ayla? I cannot pick her up with one hand. I'm sorry.
Jesus, what kind of dog is that?
Oh, she's running away. Whoa, okay. She's hyperactive. What did you give her? So it's her breed is a German Shepherd, a cross of. Oh,
Malinois.
so here you go, Ayla.
Oh my
Ayla.
God. Very cute.
So
Yeah.
she's half German Shepherd. Shepherd, sorry, no, and Malinois. Yeah. Hey.
Wow, very cute.
Come on, you don't want to be in the Instagram live?
I'm gonna go to dog school with her.
She's cute. She even has her own Instagram account.
Oh, no way, really?
Yeah, my sister was insisting that we should create an Instagram account for her.
What's the name?
I said it might be too much. Ayla, the German Shepherd.
I think she's not the only one, the only dog who has an Instagram account. I think
it's quite popular, yeah. Many dogs have.
Dog
And I've been following one dog account for many years now. I've been a big fan of this account. It's called Aspen the Mountain Pup. What a great account. Yeah, you should check it out.
Just check it out. But
Yeah.
Ayla, is she gonna travel with you? How's that gonna work? Who's gonna look after her?
That is I haven't this. I'm not the owner of the. I mean, I am kind of like the co-owner, but I didn't. Mom, is Ayla going to travel to tournaments? Not really. No, I don't think she will be traveling to tournaments. She has a nice environment here at the academy with lots of kids that she can play. Lots of green and forested area which she can enjoy all to herself.
So little Ayla, she's gonna go to dog school somewhere. You have to.
She will, yeah. She has to be disciplined and yeah.
Teach her. Maybe there's not gonna be any ball kids around for a long time, so maybe she can pick up balls for you or something.
That is a great, brilliant idea. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great suggestion.
So,
yeah, we can. I'll talk to Patrick. I'll talk to Patrick, and we can arrange
well,
something
he's
with
got a
Ayla.
few dogs too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has dog. Yeah, he has dogs himself. I think he has lots of dogs. Like he I think he has. What is Patrick's dog breed? He loves the Rottweilers. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, what about your siblings? Are they playing a lot of tennis there too?
Yeah, my siblings are playing every day. All of them. They are every day on the court, hitting balls either with my dad or their coaches. They're following a program. Right now, that's what makes it the perfect environment, not just for me, but for them as well. You know, we're all together. We have the opportunity to practice sometimes together. I hit with my sister yesterday. She was so excited.
Was she?
We're gonna play mixed doubles one day together. Yeah, I hope. I hope we can do it at the Olympics. That would be a great starting point.
And your mom and dad, do they have a hit sometimes together?
Yeah, that's a good question. I keep saying to my mom that she should hit more. She does. She hit with my dad yesterday. Yes, they play with each other. It's paradise for all of us. Trust me, for all the tennis freaks.
No fights out there on the court. Hopefully, no.
Parents on the court?
No fights between the parents out there in the court, because I don't mind playing tennis with my husband actually, because he's so calm. We don't start fighting, but you never know. Sometimes it can get a bit edgy out there.
Sometimes they might get in an argument because my dad believes one thing, my mom supports something else. But at the end of the day, no, not a massive fight. I can recall one.
Now your mom is Russian. Your dad's Greek. So you're. So tell me.
Hi, Barbara. You would be very surprised, but we played each other.
What?
At the very beginning of your career, right? We played in Cudesville, center court.
No way.
And you beat me in the third set. We had a match of 3 hours minimum.
Oh my God! Really?
Right.
I do not remember that. We have played against each other.
Right.
Wow. And that was a hard fight, I guess. I have to look it up.
Yes, you were young and ambitious, and well, you found your game in the right moment. It was hard. It was rain, clay court. These heavy conditions.
I loved it.
You were not young.
And you had a good team. And my team was only my husband, but you had a good team.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's unbelievable. Thank you. Thanks for that reminder. Wow, that's pretty special. I'm speechless now. Okay, where was I? No, I want to know.
That was with the siblings. The siblings. My mom has played a lot of. I mean, never mind.
Did you know that, Stéphanos? That I played.
I think she told me something once. Yeah. That's cool,
I didn't.
isn't it?
I certainly did. Your mom must have. I didn't know that.
That's all right.
So listen, I want to know. So when does the Russian in you? What traits do you think are more Russian, and what traits are more Greek? And when are you more your mom, and when are you more your dad? Now
Great question.
I know.
Great question.
I'm prepared, Stefan.
I've, you know, it takes some sort of toughness to be a professional tennis player at a high level, I believe.
That's the Russian.
That could also be the Greek, the Spartan. I'm joking. No, no, the Russian. I'm not Spartan. No, I'm not. Yeah, I think that comes from the Russian part. Russians are no. Let's be honest. Russians are not to be tough. It's cultural. The Greek side, probably my expressing myself and being so philosophical at times.
You're very philosophical, I have to say.
It's almost weird sometimes. People don't get it, but that's how I operate.
So when you're on the court, what comes out more, you think, or is it a mixture of the creativity and the toughness?
Oh yeah, the creativity as well. The creativity I would owe it to my Greek side.
Right. Hey, and when you guys are all together, is Tom talking in the background?
She's talking, but I'm not paying attention. She's saying that what about my uncle, who is in the filmmaking industry, and that explains my passion for photography and videography.
No, we get to that later. What about your grandfather?
My grandfather, yeah. He was he's still a champion of our hearts. I've never met him. I would love to meet him. Apparently, he was a really interesting person with lots of interest except soccer. He was a good writer. He was really passionate about music, about art, theater, and
it sounds like you have a lot of things in common.
Yeah, we are, and it's very unfortunate that he passed away at a pretty young age. I think at his 50s, 59 years old to be exact. No, 60s. That would make it 60s. And yeah, he was a legend, considered a legend in Soviet Union. One of the most respected football players at the time, playing with Yashin at the same team, playing against Pelé, Brazil, winning gold at the Olympics in Melbourne, and then right. 56, I think, or 58, I don't remember the year. But yeah, he achieved a lot of things. He played for Spartak Moscow. He was one of the, and still has a lot of respect from that club for what he provided and what he gave to that club, with lots of championships, with lots of titles, and he was very loyal in general.
I had a look at his photo, and you actually look alike, I have to say. He just didn't have the long hair happening. But I think
he actually looks more, in pictures, he looks more to my brother Petros. Yeah, he does more. He's like a copy of my brother Petros. And there's also a video of him on YouTube. I think it's like 15 seconds long of him playing in the football field.
Oh, I have to have a look. That's amazing. Very special. Do you have his gold medal? Where is it?
Do you? That's a question probably my mom can answer. Do you have his gold medal from Melbourne?
It is in the family. It's not in my family.
It's not in your family?
But it is in the family.
It is in the family somewhere. We have to find it.
Please find it. Dig it out. That's so special.
Yes, it is.
Listen, when you guys are all together there in the south of France, do you have meals together? Who's doing the cooking?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
We cooking together sometimes. My mom cooks. To be honest, between us, my dad cooks better.
That's the group.
My dad cooks better. He will look. I mean, it explains it. He grew up in an agricultural place in Greece, and food was culture. So he learned how to cook. He was a lot around, anything that concerns food. So and production of food. So he inherited that from his mother.
He's passionate about the food.
He's passionate. He's a good chef. I won't lie. He's a good chef.
What about you? How are your cooking skills?
I've been learning. I didn't have the opportunity to. to cook much.
Yeah, right.
Simply because traveling, not really like not having access to a kitchen. But now during lockdown, I learned a few things. And
If I would ask you to whip up a tzatziki for me now, I mean, would you be able to do that or not?
to do what?
If I would ask you to whip up a tzatziki for me, would you be able to do that? Or would you know?
I can try. I can try. It is a traditional Greek food. I can try. I can pull it out.
What would you put in there?
Well, for sure, yogurt, salt. You put cucumbers. You put what else do you put? You put something that's.
Mom, don't say anything.
I think it mainly consists from yogurt, cucumbers,
maybe garlic,
and some spices. Garlic, yeah, garlic. I mean, garlic, and some olive oil. Important. It's Greeks love olive oil, and it always has to go everywhere. Olive oil has a lot of health benefits, and it's part of our culture too. Yeah, I put olive oil and lemon to everything. But I can show you. I can show you good tzatziki.
Please show me.
Sure, I can.
Really? Are you gonna whip tzatziki up for me now?
Are you gonna help us with tzatziki or?
I can only eat it.
She can only.
Garlic.
Oh, without garlic.
So let's say take the yogurt.
1 second.
So does it have to be the real Greek yogurt? Oh, Chef Julia.
Well, here we are.
And Team Europe as well.
Oh yes, of course.
Right.
All right.
So whatever is left from Petrus didn't finish this.
So that is our tzatziki. It comes in a package.
It's no, it's a Greek yogurt.
It's Greek yogurt.
But this is the base of the tzatziki. Right.
It's not bad already.
Right.
No.
So what we do, we take one
cucumber,
big or half cucumber.
Yeah.
Depends on the size, and we need to make it as
thin as possible
thin
by
pieces
cutting it
as possible. So what we're doing
by chopping it.
Right, we're chopping
you grate it.
All right.
Yeah. Ooh,
no, I have to agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So that would be finished. Then you take.
Okay, let's just do some sirniki now. Russian food.
No. We got tzatziki. Tzatziki is better.
No.
So what we also add is the garlic, the piece of garlic. Depends how much spice you like it. So you can start with one piece, going to 3 maximum, I think, because then it's full of garlic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nah, you shouldn't be kissing anyone.
Tsitsipás tzatziki.
Smelly. You don't want that. You don't want a smelly breath, right?
No, but
tzatziki. That's hard to say.
Tzatziki also has a carrot.
Okay.
It sounds different and looks different, but it's also very tasty.
Do you have to peel the carrot before or not?
Yes. While you are chopping cucumber and garlic, you can also chop the carrot.
Okay.
So it goes in together.
Right. So the biggest secret, when you have enough of this stuff, is to squeeze it. Particularly the cucumber, you need to squeeze it, so it stays dry in your napkin. Whoever has a clean napkin or special.
Then you.
So you have to squeeze
it.
Yes.
So you get the moisture out.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. I had no
Yes,
idea.
if you don't squeeze it, it will be similar to a soup, yogurt soup. You know?
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That does make sense. Listen.
I didn't know that, but I'll
so now I squeeze it. Look how much is running. You see here, that much. Yeah. Okay.
So you gotta get rid of the liquid. Right?
Absolutely. Now in this substance, you put it back. Okay.
Then you add the yogurt.
Right. Then you add the yogurt. Let's say, okay. Sorry, I remind you, it's a squeezed cucumber, carrot.
So garlic is included, right?
Oh, very much so. Very much.
And now I guess the lemon is really important to get.
No, lemon is not coming. Maybe in Australian tzatziki is coming, but give me a sec. So this
reminds me a bit of the Russian.
No.
How you call that?
Then you need this. Not much. Vinegar.
Ah, you have vinegar, correct. What about salt?
Yes, of course, it's coming. So vinegar.
Be patient, Stephanos.
Sorry.
Then you need an olive oil. Take the good one.
I had an hour and a half of practice, so
For tzatziki.
patience is...
Yeah. For tzatziki, the olive oil is 1 big spoon. Okay. And then you, of course, this is, don't forget we're on the border with Italy. So we have an Italian oil. But a good one. A good one. So now you put salt. Of course, different people, different amount. And then maybe more. And then I think black pepper.
Yum! That looks delicious.
Right.
That adds flavor and salt.
Well,
Adds also flavor
well done.
to our ingredients.
Now you're ready. You're ready. You can taste it. Steph, you want to taste it?
I can give it a...
There is no girls around, so you can taste it.
I can give it a review. Yes, sure.
Try
Yeah.
it.
I'll let you know. I had a lot of tzatziki in my life. Let's see if that's good.
I'm sure
Okay.
you've had your mums before.
Say yes.
That's good.
Amazing.
Sure.
10 out of 10.
That's really good. It usually, maybe you should have added a bit more garlic, a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay, okay. So
That's really
I'm
good.
glad because I also like garlic. And 1 teeny piece of anise will be good at the end on the top, you know, as a taste, as a design, you know, it helps
Anise?
recognize anise.
The traditional tzatziki.
Right.
Okay.
The traditional.
So you add some anise.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Oops.
That's about it with tzatziki.
That's unbelievable. Thank you. I'm going to try that for sure because here in Australia, people love dips. So, and we have a lot of Greek people living, especially in Melbourne, as you know. You have
My favorite city.
so much support. And I'm going to check it out. Hey, we've just seen your filming skills, video skills. You are so passionate about photography and making videos. And I think you said once your biggest dream is to make a movie once at some stage. Is that right?
Correct. Yes, I'm not really looking on being the actor in the movie. It's not necessary. I would like to be the guy.
She's
Okay,
back.
She's back. Look at her. No, it's okay. I would like to either be the producer or the guy who wrote the script for the movie, or anything that I can provide to a movie to give it my flavor, for example.
And what flavor would that be? Like what
With
direction are we heading? Romance, reality, horror?
No horror. I'm not a big horror enthusiast. I don't like horror movies. It would either be action and adventure. It could be a documentary. I'm really interested in documentaries covering stories around the world, reaching out to people, going places, and documentaries. It could either be fantasy and sci-fi, or it could be lifestyle also.
Yeah. Somebody asked, who's your favorite film director? Is there somebody who comes up in mind?
Yes, I really like. He's also a director. Sorry, they actually compare him a lot with my dad. I don't know why. What's his name? I'm sorry.
It might come back.
My mind is blocked right now. 1 second. I'm sorry.
European or where's he from? Do you know?
No, he's American. He's also an actor as well. He
Oh,
produces himself as well. What's his name? He's for the espresso commercials.
Oh yes, him.
I'm blocked right now. My mind is not working.
For
So
Nespresso else, yes, which we shouldn't actually talk about.
His name starts from C. No.
Yeah,
Guys, can you help us out? Someone in the comment section.
Who is it? Yes.
I'm blocked right now.
I know he's married. He's got twins. He got married in Italy. I
George
think.
Clooney. George Clooney. Yes. God damn it. Why was it so difficult for me to get it?
I don't know because we talked
So
about
George
something-
Clooney, I really like some of his creations. Actually, he was also the producer behind Gravity, which I really liked.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched that movie, but there are many movies that I get to watch, and I'm like, I would love to create something similar, or perhaps add another idea and there are so many ideas out there that haven't been exposed, haven't been published. So yes, it takes a lot of creativity, it takes a lot of time, and it's not YouTube. Those films that I upload on YouTube, they have nothing to do. They have budgets, they have people, a crew, people doing each job specified for each job, so you don't have to do everything. Sometimes those films, those movies are really difficult to edit because I'm the producer, I'm the editor, I'm the guy with the script, and it's just it's such a hustle.
Yes, well, not just that. It's just I know this Eurosport people here behind the scenes listening to us now. They know exactly they're going to edit this piece afterwards, so they're going to have a lot of work to do. But listen, if there would be a movie, if you would write a movie about yourself, I know you said you're not going to do that, but who would play your role? Who would you want to have there?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Actually?
Or Gregory Peck.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be tough.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. From Bradley Cooper, that's a good one. Yeah, very good. Hey, what are your projects at the moment now with your YouTube channel, or have you got something in the pipeline? Or what are you
here she is under my seat. Oh, here she go. She keeps distracting me all the time, and I cannot concentrate. Why are you doing this to me?
Warning.
Warning number one. So I'm working currently on a movie. It's a more slow-paced movie. It's not a vlog. I hate the word vlog. I say that. I find myself saying that very often. Vlog basically is in first person. As I said, you are the creator. You are the guy sharing the story. There's no crew around you. You do everything by yourself. You're in control of your camera. Anyways. I'm working on a movie right now called How to Stay Human in a Technological World. How to Stay. The title of it is How to Stay Human Using Phones in the 21st Century.
With all the distraction and everything.
Exactly. So there are like around 15 things that will help you stay sane and stay human. Because social media, it's our main form of communication nowadays, and just so it's a 21st century thing. Like we feel more connected, yet sometimes we feel more alone, and without it we don't have a status, we are not recognized, we are not known as humans. Just think about it in the old days, how people used to be the way they were without social media and without using their phones, or at least using their phones, but in a very respectable way, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Well, I used to travel around on the tour just like your mom without being in touch, you know, with my parents. There was no
And how
way.
did that feel? I would like to ask you that.
It was fine because we were not distracted. We didn't sit around on our phones, and we were gone. And
there were more real communication between people. I find myself in this day and age, people just isolate themselves from people around them, and using your phone is an excuse, you know.
Yeah, I remember, I will never forget that picture. A few years ago, I went to the Players Lounge in the US Open in the second week when the juniors were there, and there was 5 juniors sitting on that one of those round tables, as you know, and they were hanging out together, but they were not talking. They were just all typing things in their phones, and I just looked at it and I was like, wow, this is what you do now. Apparently, this is how people or kids hang out now these days.
I totally agree with you. It is the case.
Pretty sad to see. I have so many questions here. I'm going to have a look at some of the questions here because people should ask you questions. So many people love you, which we know. And then there's a lot of people who are writing in Greek, which I can't really translate. What is your favorite tennis tournament? Here we go. We're going back to tennis, Stéphanos.
My favorite tennis tournament is Laver Cup.
Oh, yeah. How good is that, huh?
Team Europe. Yes. I love the vibes at Laver Cup. Like, we were so connected, all of us, and we came in as a union, you know, trying to represent our continent. And it just felt magical to be at the same team with Roger, Rafa, and to be hanging out.
You got to play doubles?
Yes, with both of them. Yes, it was a great experience for me, and a dream come true for sure. Because I would never think, as a child, I would never think Laver Cup would ever happen. If you would tell me that there would be a competition between Europe and the rest of the world, I would never think that would be possible. But it happened, and I got to be part of it. I think it was the third edition of that tournament.
Yeah,
and I got invited, which was such an honor for me to be. It's like playing for your country is one thing, you know, playing for Team Europe. If you just sit down and think about it, like you are among the best European players in the world. There are so many players out there playing tennis, and you get to be chosen as one of the top tennis players in Europe to compete for your continent, and that's such a pride. It adds up so much to your value, to your just, I don't know,
yeah,
it makes you feel, it makes you very emotional.
Yeah, no, I can imagine, and I'm there. I've been there from the beginning on, and I have to say the vibe just to watch. I'm getting goosebumps watching the event, you know, how the people and you guys, you're so into it. And, you know, when you have you sitting on the bench and all those guys from your team, they're coming over and coach you, it must be so special. It must be breathtaking, really.
And having Bjorn as the coach, like, come on, you can't, it doesn't get better than this, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a dream come true. Hey, somebody's asking, what is your nutrition habit and lifestyle? Let's talk about the nutrition habit. Is there something you really, you know, watch out not to eat, or like
I only eat dzatζίκι and drink water. That's my diet.
Well,
it daily consists from that. I try and keep stay conscious of my diet, of what I'm eating, of what I'm consuming. I'm an athlete after all, and it's important for me to have a well-balanced diet where I know what I'm putting inside my body. Everything is in full control, and I don't need. I try to avoid junk food. It's not that I stick to a certain diet. I was gluten-free before it was even cool. Actually, that was many years ago that I was gluten-free before it was even out there, and it became a thing. So that was when I was 12 to 13 years old, and I followed that gluten-free diet for 3-4 years. Then I stopped it. It was very difficult for me to keep up with it, with all the traveling and having to bring food with me. So now I try to avoid eating white bread. It's one of the things that I put emphasis and try to focus on, like anything that consists of bread, except of course pasta or any type of spaghetti.
So when you're in France, you have these boulangeries and they're baking these baguettes in the morning.
I know, right? Very appetizing.
You're not tempted to just go and have a bite?
I might have Leclerc chocolat once in a while.
Yeah, how good is
just
that? Oh God. Oh,
no, you don't like?
Yes, of course, I love it.
The Leclerc chocolat or no, France is not known for its ice cream. I've said that many times. I'm a big ice cream enthusiast and lover, but I really appreciate a good Italian gelato. But that's across the border. That's not far from here. I can always go to Italy and get some good gelato.
That's true. That's nice. You France, Italy. Well, the borders. I don't know. Can you do that already or not? Can you? You can't drive to Italy just yet.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I'm not sure, but I would be surprised if it was.
And I think you have to be driven anyway. How is it going with the driver's license? When are you gonna do that?
Ooh,
finally?
Driver's license. Like right now, I said it a few minutes ago before the live. I said to my dad, when I'm gonna get my driving license. Now it's the perfect opportunity for me to start my driving lessons, so I can, I don't really have any obligations except practice and fitness. Yeah, I'll have to go for it. I have a person helping me out because in France, it's I don't speak the language, and I need to. If I do it, I have to do it in English. And that's the only way to do it. So, I might do it soon. I don't want to waste too much time.
You're 21. You need a driver's license, okay?
I agree with you. And having that Tesla sitting in the garage in the parking lot in Menton, it's not an option. I should start driving this car and going places.
Absolutely. Go to Italy and you get your. What did you want to get there? Oh, the gelato.
The gelato.
Yeah, so you're not dependent on.
And upgrade my wardrobe as well, because Italians and style,
True.
It fits.
It's in one sentence. Another question here from Anna Muratova saying, if you would ever meet Jesus, what would you tell him?
Oh, I'm a Christian Orthodox. If I would meet Jesus, what would I tell him?
Ooh, it's a tough one.
What's your sole purpose in this world? What are you here to deliver, or something like that?
Why are you letting certain things happen?
Well, yeah. Why are you letting certain things happen? Are you in control of how life operates?
Yeah. Let me win this match against Stan Wawrinka next time.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Hey, have you got a racket with you?
I have one. Yes. Let me go get it.
I want to do at the end. I want to do a challenge with you at the very end, because we could talk forever, but I'm not going to be pushy here. Otherwise, you're never going to talk again.
Is the weather in Melbourne good so far, or because now for you it's the opposite? I guess it's winter. It's getting cold.
But I don't know. I'm not in Melbourne. I'm actually in Queensland.
Okay, nice place.
I'm where it's really warm still. So we still have.
I have my racket. Queensland.
Yes, you have.
I went to Queensland before. I was in Queensland before the Australian Open, Brisbane.
Yes.
We went to the beach. Wonderful beach.
Well, next time you go to Queensland and you're near Brisbane, you have to go up north. There's a beautiful little village called Noosa Heads, and you should check it out. We want one, but it's beautiful. So
sure.
The challenge is, I'm going to time you. I want you to take your overgrip off. Do you have an overgrip on your racket?
I do, yes.
Please take it off.
And I'm gonna remake it.
I want you to re-grip your racket. I'm gonna take the time. How long it takes you to re-grip your racket, which you do all the time, I'm sure. And
to be honest, I have my coach do it for me before the match.
You're kidding me. No way.
No, I try. It's either the coach or my stringer. Yeah.
You don't re-grip your... How can you...
I do it sometimes if I really need desperately to re-grip my grip. That's too many grips in the one sentence.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I have to do it, I know how to do it, but I haven't done it in a while.
You're so spoiled. Sorry to say.
I know. I am so spoiled. Yeah. You know, it's different times now. Now you have a stringer. He strings the rackets for you. He might do also your grips.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
They have changed, definitely.
I know players do it. Many players do it. No, but I know how to do it.
So
I'm ready.
Wait. I'm not finished yet. So I'm going to take the time. And while you do this, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions too.
So I have to answer during my...
Yeah. You all right?
Okay. So you tell me when I have to go, and then I can answer those questions.
Yes.
So I can multitask.
Yes, I have to multitask. I have to ask you questions, and the questions here, and there's the timer. Okay. And you have to yell out when you finished with re-gripping your grip.
All right.
All right. Ready? Set.
Ready.
I want to see it. Go. Who won the Italian Open on the men's side in 2018?
Rafael Nadal?
That's right. Yes, that's right. The birthday of your father?
24 November 1967.
That's right. What's butter in French?
Butter in French? Whoa.
Come on.
I finished. I don't know. Butter.
Beurre.
Beurre?
Beurre.
Beurre. I never heard it before. Beurre.
1 second. I think...
How much? 31 seconds.
Yeah, I think Richard Gasquet is a bit quicker than you.
No, Gasquet. First of all, here's the thing. First of all, Gasquet does it until the middle, so that doesn't count. And Gasquet has been doing it, I don't know, since he was 8 or something.
Yeah, true. You're right. Okay, 31.
But Gasquet does 1/4 of it.
Yeah, I know, because he has a single hander, but he does it every change of ends. Did you see that? It's crazy.
That's very difficult for me to do, to pull off every changeover.
Hey,
yeah, that's too much.
I'm gonna let you go. I think you need to have a shower now because this was probably longer than your practice on the court. Sorry.
I don't know. You didn't keep track of it?
50,
How long?
50 minutes.
50 minutes? Oh, 50 minutes. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Barbara.
I found out so many new things about you. Unbelievable. If I wouldn't be married, I would say I love you, but I can't do that.
Thank you.
So, all the best.
Will you allow me to say that? To say the same thing?
Yeah.
No.
Well.
All right. Whatever.
Whatever.
Anyways.
I hope to see you at the tournament soon, which means that tennis would resume.
Really hope to see each other soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay healthy.
We hope. Do you have any news on when? I don't know.
No,
July, August, potentially.
I'm praying. Yes, I'm praying. I think we're going to see some tennis later on in the year. And
I really hope so. And I wish the
when
best.
that happens, good luck for that. And I want to see the driver's license. I want to see a new outfit from Italy. Yeah, what else?
I'll bring the driver's license to the next interview so I can have it as a proof. And I'll bring my new clothes. I'll wear it as one of the interviewers. So you won't do.
All right.
Okay.
Take
care.
So much. Say hi to
Thank
everyone.
you.
Huh? Thank you for your time. Bye. All right, people, that was fun. I think I certainly found out a lot of new things about Stéphanos. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Next week, I'm going to be back. I'm not going to tell you yet who my interview partner is, but I think that was quite special that we found out so many new things. So take care until next week, and time for me to go to bed here in Australia. Bye.